Dieu ne les laissera pas mourir.
Je vois encore un taré qui se prend pour Dieu.
Kiera.
Soyez prudentes, mes mignonnes. Votre héros revient tout de suite.
On se reverra dans une autre vie.
Il souriait quand on s'est dit au revoir. Pourquoi?
Bande de nazes.
Tu veux?
Ça y est, je m'emmerde.
Ok.
Assez parlé. Maintenant, nous pouvons passer au plan d'action.
Allez, bonjour et bienvenue à tous, vous êtes en compagnie du Yas. Aujourd'hui, on va attaquer la partie 2 de Vampire. Allez, c'est parti. Bon, fallait que j'aille où déjà? Juste les traces du sang partout dans le quai. Où est-ce que sont les traces de sang?
It's locked.
It's locked. It's closed. Hors de combat. Oh. Est-ce que ça va marcher? Boum. Ok. Yap yap. Tiens. Boum. Boum. Oh là. Il a rien compris à ce qui lui est arrivé, le pauvre. Soif éternelle. Ma soif ne sera donc pas rassasiée. Ok. Et qui veut appuyer dans le triangle.
Ammunition crate. Good. I may need a lot of bullets. I feel like I'm back on the front line again.
À la mode Witcher, d'accord. C'est parti. Petit problème d'enregistrement, je sais pas, ça a sauté donc j'ai dû faire une petite ellipse. Désolé. Bon. Sinon le sang il me mène jusqu'à lui. Ok, là il y a du sang. C'est quoi ça? D'accord. Oh, oh, oh. Ok, il y en a un en bas. Ça, on m'en fout, ils vont tous y passer. Moi, je les bute tous. Amenez-vous.
Best day back, sir.
Naïsa Baksa, tu vois, Naïsa Baksa.
Crush the leech, boys.
M'en fous. Hop, hop. Oh là. Boum. Boum. Voilà. Bouge, bouge. Aïe. Tiens, tiens, tiens. Goûte à ma machette. Aïe. Tiens. Waouh. Il est passé où? Il se téléporte lui aussi. Aïe. Tiens, tiens, tiens. Et tiens. Ok. Ah, il y en a un là-haut. Ah mince, comment je laisse lui? Ok, je sais pas ce que ça a fait, mais... Comment je le rejoins celui-là? Les rats grouillent souvent près des refuges. D'accord. Ah mais c'est chez l'autre ça, non? Refuge déverrouillé. Oh, t'as des trucs toi. Artisanat. Ok. Qu'est-ce que je peux faire? Rien. Si je peux faire ça, je crois, non? Non. Non, je peux rien faire en fait. Ça, non. Non. Bon. Qu'est-ce que t'as? Tout remplir. Non, je veux pas tout remplir. Voilà. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a d'autre? Rien. Allez, hop, on sort. Alors. Ouah, c'est quoi ça? Faudrait le... Ouais. Voilà, la vision. Ah, il y en a un là. Il n'attend qu'à être mangé. Tiens, tiens, tiens. Voilà. Crève comme il faut. Ok, bon. Se reposer pour évoluer. Ah d'accord. Faut dormir. Bon. Il y en a pas un en haut. Les traces de sang s'arrêtent là. Non, il y en a d'autres encore ici. Ah. État du quartier. Bon, lui il est mort. Le problème c'est qu'il n'y a pas de... les traces de... Il m'emmène un peu n'importe où les traces de sang en fait. Bon là d'accord, il n'y a rien. Ah.
It's locked, all right.
Ok. Et là, il y a quoi? Ah! Là-bas. C'est un ennemi, c'est parfait ça. Il a rien compris! Et boum! Viens là! Allô? Aïe! Oh là, prends ça. Bon. Sinon là. Ah, il y en a en bas. Ah! Ouh! Ok. C'est quoi ça? Toujours plein de cadavres. Ok, nouvel objet. C'est quoi? Je sais que certains de nos compagnons considèrent que notre plus grand avantage dans notre lutte contre les suceurs de sang est qu'ils ne peuvent pas sortir en plein jour. Ainsi, nous pouvons trouver où ils se cachent et les tuer lorsqu'ils sont impuissants pendant leur sommeil. C'est une erreur de débutant. C'est les vampires sont... D'accord. D'accord. Ok, ok. Bon. Ah, là il y a quoi? C'est encore le même endroit ou pas? Ça a l'air. Ça a l'air d'être le même endroit encore. Ah. Alors. On va essayer de suivre les traces de sang qui vont là. Ah, Doc Nord.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it.
Ah, je crois que j'ai
The
trouvé.
scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Ça a l'air d'être le bon endroit. Oh oui. C'est quoi ça? Équipez-vous d'une arme à deux mains et appuyez sur triangle pour utiliser sa compétence spéciale. La faux permet de faire une attaque tout en infligeant des dégâts d'étourdissement accrus si vous l'utilisez. Oh, c'est pas mal ça. C'est bon ça. Elle veut l'assommer, tu vas arriver à comprendre le pauvre.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Ah, c'est bon ça pour toi.
It's locked.
Ok, au moins on peut pas passer par là-bas. Il est où? Où est-ce qu'il est? Mais la vision, mais la vision.
This creature is bedeviled.
C'est lui là?
Put it down.
Ah, allez, viens là, Bishop. Hey, tu m'auras pas. Aïe 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 aïe. Ah, saleté. Tiens. Y'a que moi qui ai le droit de sucer du sang aussi. Ça sent le premier boss du jeu. Tiens. Raté. Yo, doucement, doucement. Aïe 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 aïe. Ok, il est balèze, il est balèze. Tiens. 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 Merde, j'ai plus d'endurance. Cours. Faut que je me méfie de lui. Voilà, surtout quand il fait ça. Tiens. Aïe. Ouh, c'était pas loin. Tiens, et tiens, et tiens, et tiens, et tiens. Barre-toi, barre-toi. Viens là, Bishop. Viens goûter à ma lame, salaud. Hop là. Tu connais pas l'esquive. Non, non. Non, non. Non, non. Aïe, 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 aïe. Ça fait mal. C'est bon, je me suis... Wow. Oh purée, c'est pas passé loin. Tiens, prends ça. Voilà. Ah, ça l'a calmé, ça. Ah. Voilà. Meurs, enfoiré. Confronté, là, c'est plus... Allez. Et comment je l'aspecte? Ok.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must
oh oh.
return to my flock.
Mec,
They
derrière
free
toi.
without me.
Il est pas mort. Oh. Oula. Bien joué. Je sais pas qui t'aime, mais bien joué en tout cas.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by...
Ouais, t'es qui toi d'abord?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Vas-y, aide-moi. Ok, elle est vampire comme moi, elle. Elle a l'air de mieux maîtriser des pouvoirs que moi. Allez, emmène-toi, toi. Tu me dois des réponses.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat.
C'est qui lui encore? Ah mais c'est le...
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink. This man requires medical attention. We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital. No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William,
Ouais,
I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Exactement, je vais lui sonder sa mémoire. Et voilà, je vais te faire comme dans Détroit, mec.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some subspecies of vampire?
Ok.
I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Bon, faudra que je trouve un moyen pour dormir. Parce que faut, comme ça je peux évoluer. Ok. Ok, il y a beaucoup de taches de sang, mais...
It's locked, all right. I cannot enter.
Ok, tout est verrouillé. Donc ça doit être dans le coin. Ah, il y a ça déjà. Ok. Ah ah! C'est quoi tous ces cadavres? Présenter RAM. Allez, présentons. Bon, moi c'est pas ceux-là qui m'ont mordu. Faut que je trouve le responsable de tout ce merdier.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
Ouais, dis-moi tout, mec.
Gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy.
M'en fous, dis-moi tout. Je veux savoir sur cette femme.
London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal. If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
Ah, carrément, le
We're
mec.
here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stone, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct.
Tu me connais bien, mec.
Knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed, marvelous.
Ah ouais. Qu'est-ce qui est formidable? Dis-moi
Have
tout.
we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Bah,
Of that, you are right.
eh bah, tu vas tout m'apprendre, mec. Quoi d'autre?
Then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital.
Et j'y gagne quoi à faire ça?
As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide.
Sans
I
lumière.
even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes.
Ah, ouais, parce que les miens ils sont un peu
So,
tachés.
what do you say?
J'en dis que...
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so...
Mais laisse-moi choisir, gros.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Mais non, mais c'est... Fallait me laisser choisir, wesh. Ok, bon, bah on va trouver une... Il va en se retrouver un job. Une cachette. Pembroke Hospital.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Nurse Crane, c'est quoi ce nom bizarre?
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton.
Je l'ai sauvé à temps, le
Sure
mec.
to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Il a failli se faire bouffer.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes.
Je suis le docteur Red.
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
Welcome
immediately.
aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Voilà, et moi, il faut que j'aille chercher du sang. Waouh, on dirait, il a une là, on dirait il ressemble à... Comment il s'appelle? Il ressemble à John Seed dans Far Cry 5, un peu, là.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right
Il
now.
a un petit air à la John Seed, là. Le pouvoir... Sauf que lui, c'est pas le pouvoir du oui, c'est le pouvoir du sang. Waouh, c'est quoi ça? Ça se bat là-bas. What, c'est quoi ça? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Rotten or crusty, each heart contains the
Faut que je le bute, non?
Drink at this river. Try it all.
Qu'est-ce que...
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood.
Je vais le bouffer.
Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Tu rêves, toi. Je veux tuer, mec.
Insult me again and I'll put an end to your misery right now.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I was...
Ah, je pensais que
I
j'allais le
am a
bouffer,
doctor,
moi.
Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Dans un coin où je pourrais vous manger plus facilement. Afin de boire le sang d'une proie, vous devez d'abord le charmer pour l'attirer vers un lieu à l'abri des regards. Votre niveau de charme doit être supérieur ou égal à la résistance. Viens là, je vais te charmer. Viens là, je suis dans ta tête et je te dis que tu vas te faire manger par moi.
Bring this fading light into the shadows.
Viens là.
Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Faut que je l'emmène où? Oh non. Incantation mystique. Je vais prendre, je sais pas où l'emmener. Oh non. Je l'emmène par là. Bon, ça c'est la limite. Suivez la piste rouge pour mener. Ah d'accord, il y a une... Appuie sur quoi pour étreindre Clay Cox ou sur... Il est temps de te bouffer. Voilà, ça c'est... Ça c'est pour... Oh, boum. Voilà, j'aime bien la petite musique.
Back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
Mais il parle dans ma tête ou quoi le mec? En tout cas, ça t'apprendra de repousser un citoyen. Ouais, tiens, encore un autre. Il y en a encore un autre. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Il y a eu encore un truc bizarre. Genre, il y a eu un truc bizarre quand je suis rentré là. Avec la musique. C'était space quand même. Ah. Le village abandonné. Je peux te parler, madame?
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Ah bon? Parlez-moi de votre vie à Londres. Quelle est la situation?
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Dis-moi en plus sur cet ennemi invisible.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Ah ouais?
Do
Voilà.
you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Ok, bon, bah, tu me sers plus à rien. Femme vierge, au revoir.
I'm
Parlez-moi
not
du...
familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
nurse.
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
On est entre nous, tu peux tout me dire.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
Si tu veux pas que je te bois ton sang.
I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's.
Ah.
He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Ah, on va rencontrer ce docteur Tippet. Au revoir. Question personnelle. Ah, j'ai pas d'indice. Ok, j'ai aucun indice.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Allez. Femme au sang pur. Je te mangerai un jour.
Come on, I don't have all night.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a là, elle?
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
Tu vas te calmer, toi?
apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Ça, c'est bon, ça.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed.
Merci.
Your office has been prepared.
Merci, femme. Mais j'ai quelques questions pour toi.
I would like to ask a few questions first.
Comment se porte mon protégé que je...
And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Ok. Dis-moi quel genre de personne...
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Bah, je le connais à peine, hein. Ouais, il me connaît... ouais, j'ai l'impression qu'il me connaît mieux qu'il me connaît moi.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Ok.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Ah, c'est mieux quand
Dr.
je...
Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
Ok, au revoir, madame. Ah, dis-moi où se trouve mon
If you
bureau.
could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Ok, merci, madame. Au revoir, tu me
Thank
sers
you,
plus à
nurse.
rien. Ah, c'était elle, Nurse Crane. Je crois que c'était l'autre. Ok. Trouvez votre bureau au premier étage. Est-ce qu'il y a du sang là? Est-ce que je peux la bouffer d'abord? Je pourrais? Non. Non. Ah, il faudra pas oublier que je... Ah, toi.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr.
Ah,
Reed.
c'est bon, ça.
Part of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Faisons affaire. Votre vie à Londres. Quel est votre travail ici?
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns.
Oh, c'est du
I've been an
trafic d'armes.
ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Ah, d'accord. Par mode la situation sanitaire, je vois qu'ils vont pas tous très bien.
Since
Ici.
you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Ok.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Ok, c'est chaud là ce qui se passe. C'est une nouvelle enquête pour le docteur Vampyr.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Ok.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Ok. La situation radicale, ça. Question personnelle. Je peux pas. Votre vie à Londres. Je vais tout poser. Ok, faisons
I'd
affaire.
like to see your goods.
Vas-y.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
T'as raison, mec. Bon, qu'est-ce que t'as à vendre? J'espère que c'est du bon. Bon, j'ai l'impression que je peux t'acheter que ça, mec. Non, en fait, je peux rien t'acheter. Ah non, je peux rien lui lâcher, en fait. Ça, hop. Ouais, en fait, t'as rien qui m'intéresse. Au revoir, monsieur le trafiquant. Bon. What? Il y a d'avoir plein de gens ici, plein de PNJ.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Ah, mais elle est revenue. Ah, maintenant, j'ai déjà parlé à elle.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Ok. On va rentrer dans le bâtiment.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research.
Ouais, il a l'air un peu glauque cet endroit. On dirait un hôpital psychiatrique. Allez, PNJ,
Good evening,
réponds-moi.
miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
Ouh,
I beg your pardon.
What are you begging for, mortal? My
Oh,
clemency?
mortel, t'es immortel, là?
Tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know,
Ah bah, comme toi.
I'm a vampire.
Oui, moi aussi, je suis un vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Ok.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of pustulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
Ah, moi aussi j'ai la même sensation. Bienvenue au club. Avant entendu.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard.
Ah, dans ton qui a fait la petite référence.
Are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Ok, tu fais flipper un peu toi. Mais on a des trucs en commun.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Oh, tu peux m'apprendre ça moi aussi? Je veux détruire... Je veux me transformer en chauve-souris moi aussi.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. but I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Ah.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me, for I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal, but do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Ça c'est ce que tu crois, ma petite. Tu sais rien sur moi et t'en sauras rien. Question personnelle.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Oh, bon, t'as plus rien à me dire apparemment. Allez,
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Elle pourrait faire une bonne alliée au cas où.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Oula, lui il a ramassé par contre.
No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Ah ouais. Bon. Puis-je faire quelque chose pour vous?
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem
bah, je crois qu'on t'a oublié, mec.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Bon bah c'est le principal. Bon mon petit monsieur, c'est pas que je vous aime pas mais... Ah, il y a d'autres questions à lui poser à propos de la maladie de ma...
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft?
Oh, il a fait un pouvoir magique.
Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Il va plus en rester beaucoup d'espoir cette mort, mec. Ah mais d'accord, mais le mec il a... Attends, il a des traces ou pas? Ah, il a pas...
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of me blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing.
Ouais, j'avoue que...
And it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
T'es qu'un cobaye pour elle.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Ok, bon monsieur.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much.
Ah, notre qui a encore fait un clin d'œil.
I just wanted to know what happened to you.
Il y a toujours un clin d'œil sur la France, ça sent que...
Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Ok, bon, là, je pense que... On a fait le tour à propos de lui, quand même. Ouais, y a plus rien à savoir. Au revoir.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Ok, qu'est-ce qu'il a lui? Ah, mais c'est l'autre ça.
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
Ok, attends, je vais te poser des questions toi aussi. Oula, lui, on peut en poser des tas par contre.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior. I went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Ouais.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
Ah, mais Miss Harcroft, elle est atteinte de la syndrome de je sais pas quoi, de
You
Cotard.
dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Ok.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers Trade Union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Oh, quel genre de leader?
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show, with the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Ah, carrément, toi, t'es un saint. Tu es intouchable, mec, donc. Mais moi, tu sais que je peux te toucher, je te mords en 2-2, moi. Tu m'abreuveras de mon sang. De ton sang. Alors, à propos de Tom
Do you
White.
know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
Ah, comment ça, le désespoir ou la corruption? Le désespoir.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
Ok, bon.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks.
Ah, ça c'est
I
bien,
try to
ça.
guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Bah oui, ça se voit que c'est un prêtre, quand même. Pourquoi n'avez-vous pas dit... Ah oui, c'est vrai. Ça aurait pu marcher.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop?
Ça avait marché sur moi, la dernière fois.
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
Ah oui, c'est pas la... Ah oui, c'était pas lui, c'était l'autre. C'est l'autre qui avait une croix et me repoussait.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Ok. Bon.
Have you made friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Ok, comment vous sentez-vous?
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so
il
much
t'a
of my
vidé,
blood
mec.
in his madness. I feel
Ah oui, voilà.
empty.
You're in good hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
T'inquiète, on te procurera tout le repos dont tu auras besoin. Bon.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Voilà. Ok. Bon. Eh ben c'est sur ces questions intensives que qu'on va s'arrêter là. Merci à tous d'avoir suivi et à la prochaine tout le monde. Salut.
Allez, gardez la pêche. Ciao.